Hello everybody, welcome back to another Minetest mod review, and today we are looking at the ropes mod, which, unsurprisingly, adds ropes, and rope ladders, and all sorts of, well actually just adds ropes and rope ladders. But let's, I don't know if you're there, let's get right down to business. So first off, let's take a look at the rope ladder, and you know what? I could do this dangerously, but why live on the edge when you don't have to, right? So here we have a rope ladder. Actually, for starters, let's take a looky-see at some of our craft recipes here. So we have rope segments, which are made out of 6 pieces of cotton. And I'm actually going to need 2 of these. So we have 2 rope segments, and we'll just take some sticks here and throw our rope segments on the sides, and that's how you build a rope ladder. I already built one, and let's go ahead and place it. And as you will notice, you can climb down it, and it kind of works like a ladder. It actually works exactly like a ladder, except it auto places till it hits the ground. And now, as you should be noticing, if you're at the bottom of the ladder, and I don't know how bottom to the bottom of the ladder you have to be, but if you're standing at the bottom, you'll actually fall down with it, which is kind of neat. I'm not sure what happens if, like, what you're going down into is water or lava. I have a feeling the ladder will probably stop right above the surface because it's not an air node anymore. That'd be my guess, but I don't know for sure. So, you know, watch your back, be careful. I want to grab some of this, and actually I only need 1. And I need some stone, and I could just grab all the stuff out of creative. Just, you know, nab it right from inventory, but it's a little more fun to do this, even if it does waste your time a little bit. So, that's the rope ladder. Very basic, very simple, works very well. And I don't know what the limit is to the rope ladder. I don't know how far that goes, but what I do know is that our next items up are limited, and I won't really be able to show the limits that they are limited to at all. I really need more coal so I can get some torches because it's dark down in these caves here. But next we have the rope boxes, which come in a few different tiers. There are wooden rope boxes. There are copper, bronze, one of the two. I'm not positive which, actually. And then there are steel. Oh, sweet, I only used 1. So we'll, I guess we'll start with the wooden ones because those are your lowest tier. So to craft one of those, we just need a piece of wood from any wood. It just needs to be in group wood. And you'll see here, this makes a rope box that's 50 meters or 50 nodes. And you can make that twice as long by just adding another segment of rope, which gives you 100. And those are the 2 here. So wood only goes up to 100. If you want to go further than 100 nodes, you're going to have to upgrade to either copper, which you have in 50, 100, 150, 200, and 250 variants. And these are all created by either creating the lower version, so like the 50 to make it 100, you just add another length of rope. We're looking at the 250 to make 250, use a 200 and add a length of rope. Or you can use, you get the idea, you can use a shorter one and just add more lengths of rope. That should be pretty self-explanatory, I feel. And I don't know how far that goes down, because it's so dark I can't see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to build a little thing here, a little support structure, and I think we'll put the rope right there. And if we jump onto that, yes, I jumped on low enough, so I am going down with it till we hit the ground, which I guess we've done. Let's see what's down here. Yep, we hit the ground. And of course we can climb up, hand over hand. You know, it's good to be It's good to be very agile and strong to do this kind of stuff. And you're definitely getting a good workout doing that. And now this, I'm not going to have anything deep enough to really show the longer variants. I don't think I will anyways. There's a weird anomaly there. Oh, maybe that's not an anomaly. Maybe that's the light from the torch reaching across. Like, what's below us? I can't see. Oh, okay. It goes down, but not super deep. But it does go up pretty high. So if we could get to that higher point, we could put a longer rope in. And why would we want to do that, you ask? To demo the next feature. This you might not actually consider a feature, but we're going to consider it one. All right, I don't know how close we are to the top here, but close enough. Close enough. This is horseshoes, so close counts. Or it's hand grenades, but that would be a different mod review. Actually, I don't know if there's a hand grenade mod, so yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and make a steel one. Just cause. Oh wait, you know what? Before we do that, we have to make some more rope. Yay, we have rope. Yay, we have a steel rope box, 50 meters. Hopefully this is long enough. We're gonna go ahead and drop it there. All right, we're going down. Oh, you know what? We're gonna hit something right here. I built it too far out. It should have been over here yet. Oh well, that's fine. We can see. I actually don't know what this is gonna do. All right, so it does keep going down. That's neat. That's useful even, because if you ever decided you wanted to dig lower, you know, it would be nice to have your rope continue down. And of course, this will stop at your 50 node length. Now, this is going to be impossible to actually demo. But evidently, if you have this long enough, which again, I don't here, you can break the one at the top, and it breaks everything going down. I guess in different versions of this mod, because this is built off of the castles mod. Didn't have, oh, that was the other one. The castles mod, and this is kind of like pulled out of the castles mod, but it's also been updated and, oh boy, had some tweaks done to it. Evidently, the one in the castles mod, you could dig the top of it, but it would only remove the rope that was in that map chunk or map block, whichever it's called. And this one, supposedly, it doesn't do that. It'll remove the entire thing all the way down to the ground, or to the end of the rope at least. So you don't have the problem, which I could see this being a huge problem. If you were down deep in a cave and you had a long rope reaching down in, which would be the case, and somebody, for whatever reason, decided to, you know, break the top of it, the rope would still exist at the bottom, potentially. It could still exist at the bottom. And you could go hopping on, because you're expecting the rope to have a top, and it wouldn't have a top. And when you reached the point where there no longer was anything above you, the map gen, or not map gen, but the code would actually delete the rope that you were on, and you would fall, potentially to your death. Evidently, that's not an issue in this, because the whole rope will be removed. Oh wait, I have to do that before I can add to it? Okay. So we have a longer one now, which still not going to need the entire length of. I don't think I will. No, it looks like we're hitting something right here. Yes, we have hit ground somewhere. And we can continue down. So it's very useful, very handy. Oh, hey, water. Excellent. This is perfect. We can test a... It's not a theory. We can test out... Oh. Well, that's kind of unfortunate, but it should still work if I could get a torch here. There we go. Let's see. We will just this is gonna be tricky. I don't really have a large puddle of water in which this is flowing, but I think we can check this out by, you know, let's try this and that. I didn't actually want that. I wanted that. That should work, I believe. All right, excellent, perfect. And now we want it to go to where the water's at, so let's just place it there. Now this is flowing water, so it may... Nope. It just stops because this node has flowing water in it. So that works as expected, and then it does not continue to place. If you were standing on the bottom of it, you could potentially still get burnt from lava, so do be careful. However, one thing you would know, if you were falling down, I shouldn't say falling, but if you were descending down on the rope towards lava, you would see the lava lighting up below you, of course, in which case you could do this. Let me just break this real quick so I can put it right back out and jump onto it. Nope, not low enough. Oh, too low. What I was trying to demo is when this is still descending, you can just hit your jump button and climb right up it, even though the rope's going down, which is kind of physically impossible, actually, in the real world. Because say you had a huge spool of rope on a wheel, because that's essentially what this is, and the rope was spinning down. You know, gravity is pulling this rope. You're holding onto it. You're right, you're standing on a rope that's vertical. You're holding onto the rope, and you are spinning down at whatever speed you fall. I have no idea what that is. But anyways, you're falling at the speed that you fall. And there's a little bit of resistance, I suppose, because this wheel has some friction on this pulley, no matter how good the bearings or whatever system they're using, unless they're using like a magnetic suspension system where they have a ring of magnets and something in the center that's being repulsed by the magnet, so there's zero friction. In that case, you would be doing the exact same as falling, I suppose. But because that's likely not the case, because who would spend that kind of money on a bearing system for a spool of rope? Totally a tangent and off topic, but as you're falling, you could not physically climb the rope faster than it is spooling out of this, and you couldn't actually climb up it while you are on a rope that is going down. But at the same point, this would also never happen because the rope would spin out all the way to the bottom, and you would get a pile of rope down at the bottom till the spool up top was emptied. You wouldn't get this nice little knot at the bottom. It would continue to fall till 50 meters worth was piled on the ground here. Fortunately, however, for all persons involved, this is not the real world. Shocker to some, I know, but this is a video game. So we don't have to really worry. We don't have to really worry about real world physics because it's not the real world. That's pretty much it. I don't know how far this rope ladder will go. I think we should, oops. I think we should see how far it will. I was too far through on the rope ladder, and so I got caught on the underside of that rock. Okay, so to do this, I'm just gonna build a quick little, thing. I don't know what to call this. Structure, I suppose. We could say it's a structure in which to place one of these. Boop. We will climb in it. Up. Okay, we will pretty much die, but we won't because the rope is continuing, but I don't know where I am. I'm in a dark place. Okay, let's see. Where do we have a high drop? I suppose, because why not? That's really not very far, but let's do it anyway. We'll place it there. Oh, and, oh yeah, I mentioned that. The ladder does the same thing. Just be careful that you don't go too far, like I have done 3 times in succession now. because you will die. Possibly. It all depends on how far it is. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if this is still beautiful or not. It's quite dark. I have a feeling the ladder has stopped following me down. Let's get some light out here. Oh wait, there it comes, there it comes. I actually meant to put the torch there. Let's bust that out. Alright, so the ladder has still followed. I want to be like low enough so as the ladder goes down, I go down with it. Maybe I can't do that. It'd be neat. Has it stopped? Has the ladder reached its limits? Oh, well that was a dumb move. Now I am stuck. But not really. Let me just place some wood here. That's the best way to do it. Okay, and let's turn on some debug info. Oh, let's take a look. We are at negative 69.5. Let's climb on up and see if we get up to, what would that be? Negative 19.5? If it is going down 50 nodes? Which it might. I don't know. I haven't checked. I didn't look at the code. Oh, what do you know? 20.2. So this probably goes down close to 50 nodes in the ladder. The ladder, as far as I can tell, you can't make longer because there's no craft recipe for a longer one. I don't know why I'm going back down. That's kind of silly. Oh, you know what? Now that we have this nice deep hole, I suppose I could throw another block. Though there's no point because we've already demonstrated how they work. This also takes a very long time to break by hand. But it goes a lot faster if you're using an axe. So all that to say, you should use an axe instead of just breaking it by hand. Why I didn't do that, I don't know. Because that would have been the smart way to do it. But there you have it. The ropes mod for the Minetest. I don't know what the little accent was for. It's quite handy, quite useful. It's nice if you, if you want just that one feature, that one bit of functionality from the castles mod or any of the other mods that supply a similar product to this. And you don't need all that extra, the fluff, the extra bits, the castle-y nodes or all that stuff. And you just want the ropes because, I don't know, you want to go exploring in caves and this is a really good way to do it. Well, this is a perfect mod for you because all it adds is the ropes and the rope ladder. I believe also if you have the vines mod, it adds an alternative recipe to make those lengths of rope which use vines instead of cotton. But I do not have that mod installed or enabled at least, so I'm not positive on that. But I believe that's the case. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. So thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week, same time, same channel, for another Minetest mod review, and I will see you then.